Wow, Bilbo is on a fucking adventure. A trans-Canadian adventure. Wow. Wow, it's really mucky. Not good. This is just amazing, man. I mean, these guys are saving my fucking bacon. Totally submerged bike. Me standing in the water. I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that.
Okie dokie. It's May 10th, Saturday. I don't know, it's like the afternoon. But good news. I had gotten towed yesterday in the afternoon as well, probably about 24 hours ago, and got towed to Centertown Motorsports in Renfrew, Ontario, Canada. And that's where I got my brake pads switched out, and just got really good, had a really good interaction with them at that point. So I was like, man, I'm totally going back to those guys. I think they're gonna treat me well, and Lord did they. They first of all got the bike going, so she's running, and they ended up flushing I think 4 oil changes with like auto oil, a cheaper oil, and yeah, got it all ran through, and now we're running clear and good, and yeah, we're stoked. So the girl's back. Marge, and my boots are almost dry actually. Just letting them hang out here in the sun, and we're looking pretty good. So we're almost back, and so to elaborate on how nice these people are, Jim and Pauline are the owners of Centertown Motorsports here in Renfrew, Ontario, and man, God bless them. They're just really kind couple, and a family altogether. I met their family, but they put me up in one of their rentals that's in between tenants. So they housed me. They invited me over for dinner last night. Cool family, man. But yeah, just crazy kind to me. And yeah, so that's it, man. They taxied me too. I mean, they brought me to this place with all my luggage yesterday, checked me in, and like got me towels and all that stuff. They just went above and beyond. It was insane. So I'm really grateful to them. That was just some of the kindest treatment I've got in a long time in my life. So yeah, thank you. So that's it, man. That wraps up my little predicament out there. I think moving forward, I'm going to certainly steer clear of any wet tracks. Like any Saskatchewan, I think, is where I'll start getting a little more exploratory again. I do want to, basically I want to have probably a fresh set of tires, new chain and sprocket kit, and new air filter, and a new Garmin In Reach. And when I've completed all that, I'm going to start getting back into it again. And I think also by that time it'll have been a couple more weeks of warm weather. And yeah, just super grateful once again to Centertown Motorsports and the family behind the ownership of that company. They're just stand-up people, man. Super kind. Thank you.
Home from my little maintenance session I had over the weekend. Got here Friday, towed to Renfrew, bike at the shop, got brought over here, dropped off with all my luggage and this little kit to make me comfortable in this in-between tenant home. And yeah, thank you Glenn, Pauline, Ashley, Kelsey, Jim, the whole family for helping me out. That was very kind. And yeah, now I'm gonna head over to meet Jim at his shop on Mother's Day, Sunday, at 10 a.m. to settle our little accounts. I owe him for the tow and the maintenance that he did on the old girl on Marge. All right, we're here. This is it, Centertown, Jim's Auto Care, Motorsports, Centertown Motorsports, Kawasaki, Suzuki certified, and yeah, good little spot. All right, it's 11 a.m. I don't know what the audio sounds like. I've got, yeah, you can see I've got my visor on today, with the little tinted shield down. But yeah, just knew I was going to be doing a lot of highway throughout a lot of Ontario, just to stay out of the wet side roads and let my body catch up, and the bike. But yeah, so we're gonna head to Cochrane, Ontario today. It's 650 kilometers from town of Chalk River here. Past, went over the physical Chalk River. Now we're just kind of getting into the little speed zone that is the town of Chalk River. Alrighty, just had a little breakfast here at the old Tim Hortons. Ryan Reynolds Get Up. Just got myself a bacon, egg, and cheese muffin and English muffin sandwich and a little hash brown patty thing and a small coffee. And their coffee is really good, I must say. And then it's like $8 for Canadian for that meal. But there's another Canadian Tire. Dude, those stores are pretty cool. Gentleman in front of Centertown Motorsports shop there in Renfrew the other day when I was getting some things organized over at the shop. I got to talking to a gentleman, and he gave me a $20 or $25 gift certificate to Tim Hortons. I was like, man, that's awesome. And yeah, it got me that same meal yesterday and today, and I think I got one more worth on there, so super grateful for that.
have been pretty kind to me as of recent. Yeah, I gotta tell you, wearing this, whatever you call this, shield, face shield versus the goggles is pretty nice. It makes it like way comfortable in here on my ears, and you know, just all the wind hitting my nose and the rest of my face. Hopefully the audio sounds clear. Pretty neat though. Totally all brand new to me. I've never been in this part of the world before, so it's exciting, even though I'm not, you know, I'm on a highway. But like I said, it's a really pleasurable highway to be on. Right, just passed through Rivieres, a little town along 17 here. We got to the rapids of the upper Ottawa River, historic spot. Just to give you some reference of where we're at. Yeah, the Ottawa River is running right to our right, which is like our northeast, I guess. And that's Quebec on the other side there. Hortons and Matawa as well. Now we're gonna fuel up here in Matawa and keep on keeping on. Bienvenue. Cool. This is real pretty, actually. That rail bridge over there. This, I guess it's the Ottawa River. Yeah, look at this old boy. Little First Nations statue, dude. He was missing arms. That was kind of weird. Matawa. I don't know how to pronounce a lot of this stuff. Look at that old frontiersman. I like it, man. Old wood statues are pretty cool. It's 1:30, Mother's Day, May 11th, Sunday, here in North Bay, Ontario. Just getting on to 11 or 17/11. For the first time being on 11 is all. But it's still Trans-Canada Highway. Just gonna do like the northerly kind of route, I guess. With there's an old pig truck right here in the Kenworth. The PL Ray. Oh yeah, there's some piggies in there. That one's snoozing. I'm gonna turn them into pork chops here before long, man. No doubt about it. Temagami. Approaching Martin River on Route 11, Trans-Canada Highway. Just checking out some scenery. Riviere Martin. It's pretty. Cutting through Temagami, pretty cool island here with a bunch of houses on it. Yeah, it's kind of a popular setup. Little island homes and these lakes everywhere. There's the Outfitter Bar and Smokehouse here in Temagami. I think there's a First Nations community here as well. It's a cannabis store. Orient Garden. They seem to enjoy Chinese, a little Chinese shop in each of these little towns. Our Daily Bread, I've seen a few of those grocery spots too. The Happy Dumpling. That's a fun. Approaching Latchford on Route 11, Trans-Canada Highway. Very nice lake, little islands, some structures on them. Little boathouses and cabins and stuff. Sergeant Aubrey Cossins VC Memorial Bridge, Montreal River. How about that? Wow. That's some kind of deals going on. Most lumber I've ever seen in my life. Wow. Georgia Pacific. Yeah. Canada Wood Products. Englehart, Ontario. It's kind of bizarre. We're going by a place called Swastika, which I guess does sound kind of like a little native word or something. Getting up here about an hour out from Cochrane, Ontario, 4 p.m. So, horse and buggy culture up here. Shit, seen a lot more than I did in Pennsylvania.
Ontario. I rode about 650 kilometers from Renfrew to here yesterday.
Here we are on May 12th, Monday, checking out a 226. Cool little spot here, Chimo Hotel Motel. I think it's named after the polar bear that's like famous here. There it is, Chimo Motel. Pretty industrial little area, you know. I mean, it's just, we're out here, and yeah, the guy next to me wanted to talk about the bike and stuff, but he's working for a gold mine out here. He lives in Ottawa, but travels out here, and they're working on a dam that allows the gold mine to kind of recycle some water to process the gold ore, I guess. There's a little helicopter, and Lord knows what kind of emergency stuff they got going on there. But yeah, we're feeling pretty buttoned up. I'm still pretty tired and beat up, but we're gonna groove about 7 hours to, dang, I can't remember the name. Well, we're gonna have to gas up at, I think, Kapitskasing or whatever it's called, and we're trying to make it to like Napiski or some shit. I'm sorry, I'm horrible with these names. It's Smooth Rock Falls, Ontario, here off of Trans-Canada Highway, Route 11. We're gonna try to fuel up real quick, and I'm gonna try to make a phone call to the Rev Motorsports in Martinsville, Saskatchewan, and try to get that sprocket deal lined up. They just opened their 2-hour different time zone, so they just opened 22 minutes ago. But yeah, we're gonna try to figure this out. Let's see. Looks like they got Supreme. This is the Matagami River. Pretty wild, man. Still snow thawing. Some kind of dam or something off in the distance there. Looks like a police officer for sure it was. He looked pretty serious. We're in the town of Fauquier, I don't know how you say it, Ontario here, along Route 11, Groundhog River. Pretty cool rail bridge, beautiful river, pretty big, pretty full of water. All the melt, I imagine, and rain. Truckers, mining, some some First Nations communities. Cool, little UFO moonbeam. Kapuskasing. It's kind of a little trucker hub, and there was a camper RV, kind of big old home base for a bunch of people to live, community type setup. No Suzuki on that spot. There are a lot of small engine motorsports facilities out in this area, though. I mean, all the snowmobiles, and I mean, their livelihoods depend on having some of these engines running, you know, so it makes sense. So yeah, Tim Horton did, I was reading a little like poster they had inside of the one I went to in Cochrane this morning. And yeah, he was like a Hall of Fame NHL hockey player. I didn't realize that's what the chain was named after. And yeah, he had a pretty awesome career in the 70s mainly, and he played for the Rangers and the Pittsburgh Penguins for a while, and then he was playing for the Buffalo Sabres. And I guess after he achieved some goal, and on his way home from the game, he was in a fatal accident. So it's just a real shame, because he was also a bit of like I don't know if humanitarian. Yeah, that's probably the word. I mean, we're still red here, boys and girls. Look at that old thing. Lest we forget, news, souvenirs. Canadian National. That's pretty sweet, man. It's a big old Kapuskasing museum, I guess. Looks like, yeah, just wild, man. Yeah, Opasatika River, and now we're in Opasatika. Looks like they got a little bit of a construction project going on. Got a pretty cool looking fish there. Wonder what type of fish that was. Just approaching this town of Hearst, I think it's called, Hearst, Ontario, here off of Trans-Canada. And once again, man, here's a huge, I'm assuming it's a Georgia Pacific facility, and it's just insane how much timber they hold. Oh, cool. Look at that big old moose statue and a wolf. Two moose, 2 wolves. Hearst. Wow. Man, hope I find somewhere to pee real soon. I'm about to explode. Alrighty, made it to Beardmore, Ontario, here on the Route 11. And they got this big old snowman. Yeah, there he is, Mr. fucking Snowman. He's chilling, man. He's got his shades and everything. There you go. This is a lot of what I've been seeing. Just these desolate, raw lakes. Not bad for doing the Trans-Canada Highway. McDiarmid, Rocky Bay Indian Reserve. incredibly scenic. Look at that waterfall. Wow. That one's raging. Sweet. Yeah, this is a bonus. I had no idea I'd be going by this stuff. Wow. Say what? That is magnifique. Gorge Creek. It's that little doodad. I wonder if that's the Gorge Creek dropping into the gorge, probably. Probably Gorge Creek Falls. Yeah, Nipigon River. Wow. It's freaking beautiful. I wonder what yeah, here we are. A natural edge. Nipigon. Hometown heroes, Al Hackner. Look at that. Where's that go? Just to a viewpoint. That's pretty cool. What's that guy got? Wow, that's a sweet view, man. Holy smokes. I think we picked a cool town to hang out in for the night.
The Edge Arts Historical Museum. Let's try going down here real quick, down 3rd Street. Oh, this little dude's fucking strumming away. Good on him. Paddle to the Sea Park. Look at that little dude up there, man. That's cool. Is anybody behind me? No, I can kind of be a tourist. Look at that little dude in his toboggan. Alright. It's almost 10 a.m. on Tuesday morning, May 13th. Here in Nipigon, I'm not certain how to pronounce it, but it's beautiful, man. It's got the Nipigon River here with a cool, like, gorgy valley scenic shot there. I think I got a little of it yesterday. We got a totem pole, of course, a Tim Hortons, and the Petro Pass. I ate over here at Ducky's Diner last night. It was a pretty amazing burger, really, and I watched the Capitals lose. Well, I watched a little bit of the game while I was eating, and then came back and watched the rest and fell asleep, man. But yeah, we're down 3-1, 1-3, I guess, technically, against Carolina Hurricanes, which you're thinking, Bilbo, aren't you from South Carolina? But I was born in the DC area, so I'm a Caps fan. But yeah, struggling with that. Keys Diner, man, that place was pretty solid, must admit. Just one young lass working in there on the front of the house, dude. She was handling it. She was no nonsense, and I like that, honestly. I like just when they, get the job done, and that's it. And it's like, yeah, they got a bunch of construction going on here. You can see some of Superior in the distance. There's a copper there checking me out. Okay, there's like a little peninsula. That's what this land is over here, but the Superior connects, and this is like a cove to it. Thunder Bay. That's Thunder Bay. Okay, so that's the beginning of Thunder Bay we're looking at. Old train ripping. Time zone change. Central Standard, I think it said. Phone. Yeah, it did. Phone registered it. Just got off the phone with Rev Motorsports in Saskatoon, and they're going to be able to fit me in to do my chain and sprocket. They're ordering the aftermarket parts today. They should have them by tomorrow, and then I'm going to drop the Marge off at 9 a.m. on Friday for them to be done with that work by the end of the day. So I'm super jazzed about that. Certainly windy, and we're shooting for Motel 66 on the east side of the east side of Winnipeg,
And then tomorrow we'll have one more 8-hour day to get into Saskatoon. So it ought to just coming up on the English River. We're in the district of Kenora. Still just chugging along Trans-Canada Highway here, headed towards Winnipeg. Should be entering into Manitoba before too long. Scooting through Dryden, Dryden, Ontario. Just here on Trans-Canada Highway 17. Just cuts through this town here. Vermilion Bay area. Just looking for some fuel, hopefully. Here we go. Here's our fuel. We're golden, pony boys. Hopefully I can just use my card and be done. I think so. In B Lake, there we go, B Lake. It's beautiful. Oh buddy, this wind is pretty intrusive. But I'll tell you what, man, I like Western Ontario. It's pretty. It might just be because it's so warm out and all these lakes and the sun. Little Joe Lake. Funny little names. Crazy, man. So many lakes. Middle Lake. Yeah, I mean, just all of this. Just thousands of them. Coming up on the Manitoba line here. So this will be a cool deal to have made it all the way across Ontario. I reckon it took me 4 or 5 days, you know. 2 of them were, well, one was just barely getting into Ontario. The next day was jumping on the Trans-Canadian Adventure Trail and getting swamped and getting towed to Renfrew. Then day 3 was Renfrew to Cochrane. Day 4 was Cochrane to Nipigon. And then day, what'd I say, 4 or 5 maybe, was today. Nipigon to Manitoba. About 10-15 kilometers into Manitoba, and you can see there's some forest fire smoke up ahead. Hopefully it won't get in between me and my motel or burn down the motel while I'm sleeping in it, or inhibit me from leaving the Winnipeg area and making it to Saskatoon tomorrow. But yeah, that does look ominous. That looks bad. I was in a pretty nasty one in Oregon before I left there some years ago, 5 years ago.
Good morning. Here at Deacon's Corner, I think it's called, on the east side of Winnipeg. May 14th. I believe it's a Wednesday morning. It's like not even 9 a.m. I stayed over there at that Motel 66, I think it's called. It was a decent little stay, actually.
It's 9:47 a.m. May 14th, Wednesday. Just left Winnipeg about an hour ago, and yeah, just heading into a storm here. I found some kind of like just some farm route a little north of the highway, and so we got this gravel highway to shoot along. We're just heading due west right now for 55 kilometers on this thing, which is kind of nice. The wind is definitely pushing me from the right side to my left, which is strange because there's a storm system supposedly coming up from the south. So I don't know, they must be colliding. But yeah, this gravel road's keeping me on my toes. It's got some corrugation, but either way, it's kind of refreshing getting off the pavement a little bit. There's a little spot. Yeah, there's some soft, weird spots here. So I got to be careful, actually. But it doesn't look too good up ahead, so we'll see how that works out for me. I think I'm definitely going to have to get the rain gear on. Manitoba. Hot dang. Alright, May 14th, just did 58 kilometers of this fucking horribly, like, crazy crosswind, crazy deep gravel. It was nerve-wracking, but we made it back to 16, the Trans-Canada Highway, and we've got a shitty looking storm system here, so we're gonna cover up. Yeah, because I don't think this is gonna improve. It's windy as hell, it's cold, and it's about to be wet, so yeah, we're gonna do the best we can here to stay comfortable. Right, we're in Saskatchewan, in the town of Langenberg. I had to pee like a racehorse. Yeah, sorry I haven't gotten much footage. It's been raining and just miserable, man. 43 degrees Fahrenheit. Windy as all hell. It's actually, all these things have settled down. But yeah, that's, the last few hours have been pretty brutal getting across Manitoba, man. I gotta admit, that was some of the more challenging stuff I've had to endure. Just, I couldn't feel my fingers for a while there. I had to stop in a little town ways back to I just ordered some coffee and had to use the restroom and just had to regroup. I was completely struggling. I've got your company back, so that's cool. And yeah, we're in the land of the living skies, they call it, which is a pretty cool name, I think. Alright, rolling into Yorkton, Saskatchewan. Fargo, I'm pretty sure that's a meat place. Wynyard welcomes you, Saskatchewan, land of the living sky. Yeah, it's literally been metamorphosizing all day, the sky. Pretty cool. Yeah, when this neck of the woods warms up, it's probably pretty pleasant. But man, it's harsh when it's windy and cold and wet. Saturday, May 17th, here in Martinsville, just north of Saskatoon, I had some maintenance done at Rev Motorsports right there. You can see the KTM thing. Well, anyways, it's like a block away. But they took the bike in on Friday. I got here Wednesday night, I think. Let's see, Wednesday night, Thursday night, Friday night. Yeah. So I spent 3 nights here at the Adobe Inn, which was a pretty good deal. And it was nice because I could walk right there with the bike. And they fixed me up in a day. I got a new Dunlop 606 is what they had handy, but I was down to the radials on my Pirelli MT21. Got a new chain and sprocket, aftermarket, but stock gearing, like 1750 on the teeth, and it's a 525, like 130 link chain. Plenty strong enough, but yeah, aftermarket. I think I'm gonna move down to Saskatoon proper, where the Best Buy is, so I can pick up a Garmin, because my one I tried ordering from Amazon went to shit, and they like locked me out with security settings. They wouldn't deliver, blah blah blah. So I'm getting that one sent back and just picking one up from the old brick and mortar style. I called ahead, they said they have a couple in stock, so hopefully that won't be an issue. And then I gotta, you know, coordinate it with my subscription, and we'll be back in adventure mode at that point. But yeah, the old girl's feeling pretty good, man. New chain and sprocket, it was needed. The front sprocket was
very U'd out. The rear sprocket actually looked like it was in decent shape, but yeah, that front one for sure needed a change, and the back one wasn't in great shape. I mean, 20,000 miles, original one, so we needed it, and now we're in good shape, you know, potentially for the rest of my journey this year. And we've got some pads. We got a new air filter from just that one getting wet and looking pretty funky, so I kept the old one because it's got some life on it, so we got a spare air filter now. And we did another oil change, just, you know, why not, right? Did like 1,000 miles or something between the flush out and then fresh oil back in Renfrew, but now, you know, we've got a whole new fresh set, so whatever, you know, I figured it can't hurt. And you know, that precious engine, I feel bad I got it wet, and so this will hopefully help.
All right, it's about noon on May 17th, I believe, a Saturday. Just scooting from one hotel to the next here in Saskatoon proper, downtown. A little bit of a couple little skyscrapers, if you will. There's a little shot of the cityscape from the river. Pretty cool.